All right, welcome to another Barside Chat. I'm Fitzy. I'm here with Jay, Fargo, Peterberry.
What's happening, bud?
All right, so we're here to talk about one of our favorite bikes in the shop. Certainly been a favorite of yours for a while. Last year I was a little bit of a newcomer to it, but the Salsa Fargo.
Definitely it's the funnest, one of the hottest bikes to talk about right now in the shop.
I always kind of like scratched my head and said, I don't know why I'd want a Fargo. And then I did this little ride called the Fitz Barn, 400 miles up to Hamilton, Montana, to visit our good friend Chad up there at Red Barn Bicycles. And man, the Fargo just opened my eyes to a whole nother world of riding.
Totally, and to me, that makes me smile. It's a pleasure to watch these people ride these bikes and really get to know them. But all it is it's a drop bar mountain bike. This bike was actually designed around these bars. These are called Woodchipper bars.
As a bike fitter, I've been really mindful through the years of what our body's ergonomics are all about. And this is not necessarily a natural position for our body to be in. The flat barred position is actually, it can be kind of painful for people, and especially if you, I have to admit I spend a little bit too much time on the computer and there's a little carpal tunnel going on. And when I get in that woodchipper bar, it just feels like a much more ergonomic position. My hands just relax, my wrists relax, and it just feels like, yeah, that's where my hands want to be. I think what gets missed is that this is not an adventure touring road bike, this is an adventure touring mountain bike.
Totally.
It just happens to have these really comfortable flared out drop bars.
Absolutely.
So Jay, explain a little bit about how the geometry of the Fargo was developed to accommodate those drop bars.
You do want to use this bike in all of these positions. So definitely that's how the front end of this bike was sort of manipulated to accommodate all these positions.
Sure, shorter top tube, taller head tube.
Absolutely.
You came back from the Tour Divide last year and said that it was the first time that you didn't have old man hands afterwards, huh?
Totally, and that to me told me everything I needed to know.
Yeah.
The front end is equipped with a rigid fork. It does have rear-facing water bottle mounts. You'll see you can use a traditional water bottle on the higher end or the lower end, or you can use what's called a Salsa anything cage, where it incorporates all three water bottle mounts. It does have also a low rider mount, so if you are looking to do more of a pannier system, right there, that's open for you, and just even some fender mounts and things like that. For those people that are wondering if you can put a suspension fork on this bike, yes you can. It's been corrected for that for an 80 millimeter.
What really opened my eyes to it was once I did put weight on it and started to ride, because I went on some overnighters with my cross bike and thought that 35C, 38C tire would be fine, on some of these backcountry roads, but it just wasn't the case. I mean, you get hammered on a cross bike or a Via style bike once you start loading up the bike with weight, even if you're a minimalist bike packer.
Yep.
But you start getting on those rougher Forest Service roads, and you really want the high volume tire, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, think comfort.
Yeah.
If you want comfort, you're gonna want a little more volume in the tire.
This is a workhorse kind of bike, you should be out in the backcountry with it, and I don't know, maybe portaging over some rocks and logs and just getting yourself into adventure.
That's what it's for.
I'm happy to have my bike in one of these Barside Chats, because I really made a strong connection with this bike last year, and I brought it in for the shoot today, loaded down with all the Revel 8 bags on there to kind of show what's possible. And this setup with the bags I've got on there, I mean, I could go for multiple days, no problem, without the need of any other panniers or racks or anything. Probably strap a sleep system on the front handlebar there, but other than that, it's got all the storage capacity I need.
I know that we have a demo fleet of bikes, which is awesome. So if you're coming to Teton Valley, want to experience a Fargo, you could do that here at Fitzgerald's Bicycles. You could rent that, go on a bike packing trip, or buy one here. It's a fun bike. Anybody who's a cyclist and thinking about just a new bike or a new adventure, or just some add to the quiver, or just looking for a bike to do anything on, I mean, this is certainly that bike. And to be able to try one here as a demo bike is a great opportunity to try one and buy one.
So stay tuned for our touring options that we put together through Fitzgerald's Bicycles. Come on out, ride with Jay, rent a Fargo, get the whole experience. Salsa's all about adventure by bike, and at Fitzgerald's, this is where your adventure begins. So thanks for joining me,
Awesome.
Jay, for another Barside Chat, and cheers, buddy.
Yeah, cheers.